Right, guys, so today we're going to take a little break from doing the lessons, and I need to go to the store to pick up some supplies that I need for one of my other projects. So today I'm going to be stopping by Dollar Tree to just kind of, again, get couple very basic stuff that I need. I don't need anything too exuberant, but I also want to highlight that if you're new to art and if you're not sure this is your thing, one of the things that I always suggested to my friends, especially parents of little kids that they don't know if like their kid has showed some interest in art. So I always tell them is I never start them with the expensive stuff. Always start them with the very cheap stuff or the stuff that you have around the house. So today we're going to go ahead, we're going to go into the Dollar Tree real quick, and I'm going to highlight some of these materials. And like I said, the purpose of this channel is to make art education accessible. Like I said, I didn't come from a very wealthy family. So I pretty much kind of taught myself from like the Wizard magazines, the public library, the teachers that took the time to teach me in school. They used to use line paper to kind of train myself. So I want to try to make this channel as budget friendly as possible, especially when it comes to the introduction level stuff. So let's go to the store and see what we can find. I'm at the local Dollar Tree, and I'm looking for some art supplies. So let's go inside. The Dollar Tree, and I always like to check on all the stuff they have. You never know what you can find. This is new. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Paintbrushes are okay. Now this is new. This is cool. I remember praying back in the day. Do they have any sketchbooks? Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, but if you want art supplies on a budget, I always check here, especially if you're learning how to paint. This is pretty much all you need, so not too bad. So here's a great item you can pick up at your local dollar store. They do have some basic sketchbooks right here. That's not so bad, especially if you're learning how to draw. Same thing with this right here. A couple pages, $1.25. You can't go wrong with that. I believe they also got mechanical pencils. Let me see if I can find them. They do got some regular pencils. I don't see any mechanical pencils though. Oh, they're pens. Ah, there we go. Mechanical pencils right there. Not too bad to have. Alright, so these are great. These are painting trays. You can grab those. Those are great if you're learning how to paint. And if you need some color supplies, they do have some Khayos here, which is great. So you're going to need that for the color theory section. They also have rulers, one thing that I was missing. So again, another good thing that you can find at the dollar store. So with that, now that we saw what we can find at the store, again, if you're someone that you're not sure if art is your thing, or if maybe you're like, I don't know, maybe you have a little one that they want to get into art. Like I said, I would suggest starting with like the Dollar Tree store or your local dollar store. See what art supplies they have and then start them with that. And then once they are more ready or they seem to really enjoy it or something that they want to pursue, then go ahead and move on to some of the higher supplies, like maybe at Michael's or Amazon, where they have some of the art supplies that are more like just a little more higher grade. And even then, I say just graduate your supplies to your art skill. Art supplies are not cheap. The actual professional art supplies are not cheap. And even now, with everything that's going on, it's probably going to get more expensive. So take your time, assess your situation. I'm trying to make things that are budget friendly, especially if you're a college kid or a high school kid, even college, because let me tell you, I was broke through college. So if you're a high school kid that don't have a lot of money, or maybe you're a parent that have a child that's shown interest in art and you don't have a lot of money in order to pretty much indulge this interest on your child, this is when I'm kind of doing these kinds of videos. So I'll go ahead and I'll keep an eye on more budget friendly stuff for art projects, so that way, you know, it kind of helps you, and it helps you in the pocketbook. All right, guys, well, thank you, and I appreciate you guys. Like I said, I'll keep trying to make these, and I'll talk to you guys later. Cheers.